Marcos, is that a mic today? No? No? I heard you for a second. Or at least it sounded like I heard you for a second. No mic, okay. All right, so let's take a look at your dragons. Actually, let me get the larger image because I think that's a preview thumbnail. So, all right. So you're doing this in a neutral pose for rigging purposes, which is cool. Let me take a look. At what you have so far. All right. So I'll tell you where I feel everything is strong. Right? Yeah. You uploaded a third image here. So I have this one, but I'm focusing on this one image right now, unless you just uploaded a new one. No, it's the same one. Okay. Yeah, I have this image over here. But for right now, I want to focus on the overall creature. So I want to take a look at just this right now. I'm going to give you my first impressions where I feel like you have strengths and where I think you can might be able to improve in areas. So I think that I'm loving the head. I wouldn't change a thing. This is, let me do this on a new layer. This is awesome. Really, really strong. And I don't think there's a thing I would change in here. It's very crocodilian. I would probably play off that more and elaborate that more on the future. And I think that you need, or when you work on this more, and the mouth I'm cool with. This is all cool. It's very nice crocodilian head. Let's zoom out. Love that element. The structure of the feet, very nice. And the scale reads well too. So where I feel like you need to sort of work or play with a little bit, it's sort of stuff that I had said in said previously. I would probably take either this center set of wings and extend them out, and maybe take these and bring them in, or maybe do it this way, send it out, go shorter here, and go shorter here. But I think that having these all at the same level is something that feels awkward, at least for this style of wing. Unless I could see some sort of overlap happening. I think if there was some overlap, maybe that might feel better to me. But right now, as thin as they are, as separated as they are, with this gap in between, I'd say that you need to play with the length a little bit. I think this might make more sense, though. Let's see, these horns. So the two horns are cool, but I think it interrupts something in the head. Like this, the way that these are placed detracts from the head. Right now, my eye keeps on going here and not here. And I think there's a couple reasons why it's happening like that. I think that it's a matter of scale placement and sort of a decision to do both. Have you tried looking at it, one, just without these at all? Okay, fair enough. So instead of doing two, why not try one coming out? Right, and let's take and if you are going to do two, let's take, getting my Photoshop shortcuts confused with my ZBrush shortcuts. Try something like that, but even then I think that's still too big. Let's go something more along those lines. And maybe this is something that, you know, like the throwed lizard, how it throws its, as a sign of aggression, it throws those spines forward. I think this could be the same thing. So maybe these can relax back, you know, they can relax back or get thrown forward depending on what it's doing. It can become an animatable element rather than just a fixed element. All right, next I'm going to look at your overall silhouette. And right now, I mean, I know what you're going for, and I think that it does feel very serpentine. It feels very snake-like in the body. But I think that just for the sake of the read of the dragon, I think that, let's see, I'm going to pull up some examples of where I feel this could pull some inspiration from. So let's go. Unmute. No, let's go salamander. Tiny salamander. I very much feel like the body and the relationship between the limbs and the body feels like this. The California salamander, and I actually found this guy. I found this guy in my yard the other day, and I'm not supposed to be this. I'm in Los Angeles. It's not supposed to be this far south. It's supposed to be up in Northern California, so I was surprised to find it. But I found one of these in my yard the other day, and this is very much what it's reminding me of. You know, it's a very worm-like or snake-like body with sort of these tiny limbs that come out on either side. And honestly, I would consider looking at it without the limbs at all if you're going to go with this style of body, right? I would think about I would look at maybe removing the limbs altogether or reducing them even further and maybe throwing in an extra set somewhere along the way so you have 3 sets of limbs. That's one suggestion. The other suggestion is to go with scaling up the chest and the pelvis a little bit. Go ahead and keep the thinness here in the waist, but scale this up and scale this up along with the limbs so that he feels like he has some power when he lands. They're not just they're not sort of dead or dying appendages, right? Because right now it feels like they might help him slither a little bit on the ground, but they're not really going to they're not going to be a powerful part of him or a part that could actually provide him with any serious locomotion aside from, you know, being like something for him to prop himself up on when he's not flying. It feels like he'd be flying all the time. Other ideas, just to break silhouette. You could look at why am I not painting? So weird. Oh, you know what? I bet you. No? No? Anyway, so you could try putting a frill down here at the bottom. I'm not sure why it's not painting right now. That's odd. Let's try switching tools. Let's try deselecting. So odd. Alright, maybe my Photoshop broke. That is so bizarre. Alright. Anyways, you might want to try frills down here at the bottom. So, try creating a new layer. Alright. Let's go back to the brush. Huh. Let's try this. Oh, right down here. I must have hit some unknown shortcuts. I'm getting no opacity on here. That's normal. Not painting on a quick mask. Weird. Alright, so hold on a second. So that's that, right? I would work on the horns, the scale of the wings, and maybe a frill down here at the bottom. So let's go 3 points here. Horns, wings, and we'll say torso silhouette. And this is really a matter of scale and proportion. Always running out of space here. Oops, I can spell proportion, I swear. There we go, proportion. It was that key right there. Alright, so play with the horns, play with the wings, try and come up with some variations, get that overlap maybe, or you know, getting the scale going like that, like I already said, like try playing with different ways of setting those wings so it's not all one consistent skinny thing, right? Or go with the overlap. All right. Sound good? Fantastic.